Okay, we all know our Arizona tap water tastes, well, terrible. But do you ever ask yourself why? There could be stuff in your water that would scare you if you knew.
That's why we've asked independent water consult Derk Chamberlin in to tell us a little more about what could be coming into our homes every time we turn on the faucet. And Derk, actually, we were talking a little bit before the show, and you were kind of explaining a little bit about what was in the water. So let's kind of open that up to everybody, because it's kind of amazing.
And Tina, it's scary. There are over 80,000 chemicals used in this country today, from like manufacturing and pesticides and fertilizer and pharmaceuticals. And you know what? Not one, or the EPA has only tested a handful to see if they're safe, and not one has been added to the list in 10 years. There was a study on our water right here in Arizona, the water we drink, cook, bathe in, and you know what? They tested for 260 chemicals. They found 130. So what do people do? They say, well, my water's clear. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, it's the stuff you can't see and can't smell that hurts you. And believe me, there's plenty there. But you know what's worse? Probably the chlorine that they put in our water to disinfect it is the worst thing that's in there.
Okay, so you say chlorine. Now, we know the city actually puts that chlorine in our water. So is it really that bad for us?
It's pretty bad. I mean, there's been study after study that links chlorine with heart disease, hardening the arteries, Alzheimer's, and cancer. And the Environmental Protection Agency says that Americans, us, we're exposed to 300 to 600 times more chlorine than they think is safe. And the thing that people don't realize is we get most of it in the shower or the bath when it's absorbed through our skin. So we absorb chlorine through our skin 6 times faster than if we drank it. Let me show you something. This is normal Tucson tap water. I'll pour half of it in there so you know I'm using the same water. These are pool test drops that you test chlorine in your backyard swimming pool. I'll put a little bit in there. It turns yellow, and it is.
Yeah.
There's chlorine in there.
A lot.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swish my fingers around in this one to simulate taking a shower or a bath, just for that length of time.
Okay.
Same number of drops.
Well, now why isn't it turning yellow?
Because all that chlorine was absorbed through the skin of my fingers in just that length of time.
Wow.
That's what you absorb through your skin when you take a bath or a shower.
So now we know that we're absorbing it through our skin. We know how bad it is for us. So what do we do? I mean, we know it's coming through the faucet.
Well, you know, exactly. And the shower and everywhere else in your house. So, you know what? If you don't like the taste of your water, and I'm sure you guys love going to the store and buying bottled water all the time, and maybe you're a little scared about what you're showering and your family is bathing in, it's probably time you started thinking about a whole house water system that actually treats every drop of water that comes into your house before it gets to your family. And the best one I found is this one I brought along from H2O Concepts.
So then how is this water system different than all the ones out there?
Okay, Heather, this is the most advanced home water filtration system available. There is nothing else like this anywhere. Basically, and compare it to some of the big box home improvement stores, this is made for Arizona water. This is made for our water here. It takes the bad stuff out that we have, as opposed to things you buy in Home Depot. But it gives you great tasting water at every faucet, not just the kitchen. There's no chlorine. It takes all the chlorine and contaminants out of every shower in your home. And it doesn't use salt, so your skin doesn't have that slimy feeling that you get when you take a bath or a shower in salt water. And you know what? Inside this system, they're patented electronics, and they're patented, so you know it does what they say it does. Actually breaks up hardness before it happens, so you're not scrubbing hard water deposits. You know, it virtually eliminates all your hard water problems. And you know what? Once that system is installed in your garage, you don't have to touch it for 10 years. There's no salt to buy, no filters to change, nothing at all to do. There's no maintenance whatsoever with it. And you just sit back and enjoy great tasting water.
You know, Derk, actually, after the last time you came by, I went to get some gas somewhere, and I saw these huge bags of salt right at the gas station. And I couldn't, put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, we're in Arizona, we don't have ice that people need to put salt, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, it's for the water systems that people are using this salt for.
Exactly. And you know what? They're going to be going to the store and buying 2 to 3 bags of that salt for the rest of their lives. They will never not have to buy those bags of salt and empty those 40-pound bags into their water softener a couple times a month.
It took me a moment to realize what it was, and that, like you said, it costs money. It's hauling it back and forth. But every time I see you, Derk, you always also bring us a great special on this.
I do. I try to anyway. If you call right now and you say you saw it on the Morning Blend, H2O Concepts will give you a $400 discount, a $250 manufacturer's kick the salt rebate, free normal installation. So installation won't cost you a dime, and their financing package is available to fit any budget OAC. So there's no reason not to call. You can afford this.
And it's a great investment. And I know we're just about out of time, but before I let you go, I know we talked about it right at the beginning of the segment, but Arizona water tastes bad. So with this new system, are we going to notice a change in the way it tastes?
You know what? I'm glad you asked. This is Tucson tap water after it's been through one of those systems. See what you think.
All right, let's see what we think, Tina.
Let me smell it like a glass of wine.
Wow, that is a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's that tinny, irony taste is not there.
Right.
It's just a clean, smooth, delicious cold water. Thank you, Derk.
Thank you, Heather.
It's such a pleasure to have you on. We'll see you next time.
Sounds great. Thank you.
So if you want the most advanced home water system available, great tasting water from every faucet, no chlorine or contaminants in the shower, and no more hard water problems, call H2O Concepts at 1-877-442-5222 or visit H2OConcepts.com.